permutation and combinations. We are going to learn basic concepts, some important examples, and we'll do some exercise problems here in order to understand the problems. Before that, we are going to define some of the concepts. What is the fundamental principle of counting? Fundamental principle of counting is necessary for permutation combination. There is a basic concept. Permutation combinations. Fundamental principle means if a work is done in m ways, another work is done in n ways, then simultaneously both the work can be done in m into n ways. So work is not completed here. The work is done in m ways, another work is done in n ways. Now the work is completed. Now what is the total work done here means m into n ways. M into n ways. For example, there are two different color shirts and three different color pants in a shelf. Then the number of ways that a person can wear a pant and a shirt is. Our answer is 4 into 5 is equal to 20. So, shirt and pant. A person should wear shirt and pant. Shirt, this pant. Shirt can be of two different color shirts are there. Two different color shirts are there. Let us consider blue and green, or two different color shirts. He can wear either blue or green, or either blue or green. It can be done in two ways. He can wear shirt in two ways. Next, pant. In how many different ways he can wear the pant? So three different colored pants are there. Let us consider black, gray, and then blue. He can wear either black, green, or blue. He can wear any one among them. It can be done in three ways. Then how many different ways he can wear a shirt and a pant means 2 into 3. There is nothing but 6. Here there is two shirts and three different color pants. So answer is 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Right. So the number of ways is blue shirt, black pant, green shirt, blue shirt, green color pant, blue shirt, blue pant. This is one. Three ways. And with the green color in the shirt, black pant, green color shirt, green color pant, green shirt, blue color pant. So total number of ways is 6. This is the way that he can wear. So according to fundamental principle, if you work, this wearing a shirt is one work. So W1, we denote it the W1. Work 1 is wearing a shirt. It can be done in two ways. Okay. Next, W2 is he must wear a pant. He can't go no. So he must wear a pant and a shirt. He can wear a shirt. Wearing a shirt is work 1, and then having a pant is work 2. Work 1, in work 1 it can be done in two ways. Work 2 can be done in three ways. According to fundamental principle, in order to complete the work, to wear a pant and shirt is the work, total work. So it in total work can be completed in 2 into 3, that is 6 ways. That is fundamental principle. Next, second example. I think it's very clear. Second example, the number of ways of arranging 5 different books in a shelf in a row is, there are 5 different books in and how many different ways we can arrange 5 different colored different books in a shelf in a row. Let us consider the books as English, Sanskrit, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, since we are MPC students. So first place, we can arrange the shelf taking either one of them. Suppose it can be, this place can be arranged with English or Sanskrit or Maths or Physics or Chemistry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be done in 5 ways. Suppose any one of them is arranged in here, then we left with the 4 different books. The second place in the shelf can be arranged with these 4 in 4 ways. Next, we will be left with the 3 different books. This third place can be filled with in 3 ways. next place can be filled in two ways, then next place can be filled in one way. So according to fundamental principle, we have to arrange the 5 books. 5 books, first place is arranged in 5 ways. No, work is not completed. So we arrange the second place with the 4 ways, third place in 3 ways, next 2, next last book in 1 way. So now the work is completed. So the number of ways of arranging 5 different books in a shelf is 5 into m into n into p into like this product, which is nothing but 120. In 120 different ways are there to arrange 5 books in a shelf in a row, right? Factorial notation. So there is another second basic concept that we required here. It's an intelligent way of representing a product of several consecutive positive integers is the factorial notation. Product of several consecutive integers, positive integers, the two positive integers. Suppose if n is a positive integer, n factorial, n is positive integer, have to take n as positive integer, n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1, n minus 2, so on up to 1. So 1 into 2 into 3 up to n is nothing but n factorial. This is read as n factorial. N factorial notation is this, n factorial. N factorial is product of n consecutive integers, positive integers. It starts from n, decrease 1 and then decrease 1 and then decrease 1 till we get 1. We have to decrease. There is nothing but n factorial. Look here, 0 factorial is defined as 1. 0 factorial is defined as 1. 1 factorial means 1. 2 factorial is 2 into 1, that is 2. 3 factorial is 3 into decrease 1, that is 2. Again decrease 1, that is 1. The product is 3 into 2 into 1 is 6. 4 factorial is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 24. 5 factorial is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is 120. 6 factorial is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is 120 into 6, 720. So look here, this 6 factorial, 6 into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 can be written as 5 factorial. So 6 factorial can also be represented as 6 into 5 factorial. How we can represent 5 factorial? 5 into 4 factorial. 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 factorial. Again, 6 into 5 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 into, it can be written as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 into, remaining is 4, 3, 2, 1, it can be represented as 4 factorial. This 5 into 4 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 to 1 can be written as 3 factorial. There is a 4 into 3 into, next to 2 into 1, that is 2 factorial. So this is the way of representing 6 factorial. Look here, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. How we can represent n minus 1 factorial? N minus 1 into next number factorial, that is n minus 1. Minus 1 is there, again minus 1 is minus 2, there is n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. It is also equivalent to n minus 1 into, this n minus 2 can be written as n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial. Okay, this is the factorial notation. Factorial, 0 factorial is 1, you have to learn. N factorial is this, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720. You must learn this in order to do the problems. Next we move for the next basic concept, linear permutations. The permutation means, you know that, linear permutation. There are different ways of permutations. First we learn the linear permutations, how to represent numbers from the set of finite number of elements. From the set of finite number of elements may be repeated, not repeated, selecting a sum of the elements or all the elements of the set, then and then arranging them in a row is called linear permutation. Permutation is nothing but selecting some or all the elements and then arranging them in a row. In a row is called a linear permutation. If it is arranged circularly, then it is called circular permutation. It contains two different methods, linear permutation. One is repeated, another one is non-repeated. Right? And, there is a non-repeated. First of all, we will see non-repeated permutations. For example, number of ways of arranging ABC. Number of ways of arranging ABC. Look here, the ABC I selected. In how many different ways you can arrange means A, B, C, A, C, B, 2 ways. And then start with B, B, A, C, B, C, A, and then C, A, B, C, B, A. So number of ways of arranging ABC in different ways is including ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is 6 ways. There are 6 ways of arranging ABC in a row. Either it can observed as ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, CBA. There are 6 different ways. Suppose if I ask you to arrange only 2 letters from the letters of the word ABC, how can you arrange? First of all, you select AB. 2 letters. I selected AB and arranged AB, BA. Next selection is BC, and then arrangement is BC, CB. Next select AB, BC over AC. Selected A and C and arranged AC and C. So there are 6 different ways of arranging 2 letters selected from the letters ABC. There is 6 ways. How can you select and arrange only a letter? It is A. I selected A, completed. B, completed. And then C. There are only 3 ways. So if ABC is given, the number of ways of arranging ABC, taking all the letters, is 6 ways. The number of ways of arranging 2 letters, taking 2 letters from ABC, is 6 ways. The number of ways of arranging a row with a single letter from the letters ABC is in 3 ways. Is it clear? Right. Next we move on to the concepts. Permutation of n dissimilar things taken or at n time. We are discussing linear permutations here. Permutations of n dissimilar things taken or at a time. It can be taken n also. It can be permutations of n dissimilar things taken or at a time. Or at a time is n into this. Let us consider first element, first place. It contains or places. I have n dissimilar things. In how many different ways I can arrange n things in or places? Take the first place. In how many different ways you can arrange? It can be done in n ways. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are there. It can be arranged with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. 4 ways. So n things are there. No? First place can be arranged in n ways. Next place, since we are left with the n minus 1 things, it can be done in n minus 1. Third place, n minus 2. Fourth place, n minus 3. So last place can be done in first place n minus 1, n. Second one is n minus 1. Third, n minus 2. Fourth, n minus 3. So last place, fourth place can be done in n minus r plus 1. Look here. If we take n is equal to 1, it becomes n is equal to 2, it becomes n minus 1. So there is the fourth place. So according to fundamental principle, the total work can be done in n into n minus 1 into so on, n minus r plus 1. Okay. So there is the number of ways of arranging n dissimilar things, taking all different places with n dissimilar things. If you multiply and divide with the n minus r factorial, this becomes n factorial. Numerator becomes n factorial, isn't it? N minus r plus 1. If you decrease 1, here it is n minus r factorial. This becomes n factorial by n minus r factorial. This is the number of ways of arranging or places with n different things. So here it is denoted by npr or n p of n comma r, p of n comma r. So npr is nothing but n factorial by n minus r factorial. So number of ways of arranging or places with n different things is npr. So number of ways of arranging or things with n different things is npr. This is the formula. The meaning is the n factorial by n minus r factorial is the formula, which is nothing but n into n minus 1 into n minus r plus 1. Suppose 5p4 is given. For example, 5p4 is given. Meaning is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. 5, start from 5, write 4 terms. n minus 1, n minus r plus 1. This is npr. So 5p4 is 5 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5p3 is 5 into 4 into 3. So 4p3 is 4 into 3 into 2. Start from 4, decrease the elements, consecutive elements. 3 terms, we have to write 3 terms, 4, 3, 2, 3 terms. So that is in the way of representing NPR. NPR is nothing but n factorial by n minus r factorial. Next, permutation of n dissimilar things taken n at a time is n factorial. Note down, permutation of n dissimilar things taken n at a time. So two places are there, two things are given. Two places are there, two things must be arranged in how many different ways? The first place can be done in two ways, second place in one way, there is 2 factorial. Three places, three things, 3 factorial. Four places, four things, 4 factorial. If we take all the things, then the number of arrangements is nothing but n factorial. NPR is nothing but number of ways of permuting or things out of the given n things. Permutations is nothing but arrangement. P is the notation for arrangement, right? NPR, next one. Note, NPR is equal to n factorial into n minus 1 PR minus 1. So first place, NPR, arrangement of r things out of n things. Look here, first place can be arranged in n ways. We have n different things. So NPR is a number of ways of arranging r things out of n things. So r places are there. First place is arranged. Remaining r minus 1 places. It contains r minus 1 places. This first place. This contains r minus 1 places. It contains r minus 1 places. First place is arranged with one thing. So we are left with n minus 1 things now. One thing is arranged here. In how many ways? N ways. We can arrange with any one of the n things in n ways. So next we are left with n minus 1 things. Remaining places or r minus 1 places. It can be arranged in n minus 1 things r minus 1 places. So it can be done in n minus 1p r minus 1. N minus 1p r minus 1. Is it clear? Look here, same problem. You can write like this: NPR, take RHS. RH is nothing but there is a theoretical explanation of n into n minus 1 pr minus 1 is nothing but NPR. NPR is nothing but n into n minus 1 pr minus 1. A place can be arranged in the one way, n ways, and the remaining r minus 1 places can be arranged in n minus 1 pr minus 1. Mathematically, we can prove like this: RHS, take RHS. RHS is n into n minus 1 pr minus 1. Formula is n into, this is in the form of NPR. NPR formula is n factorial. In place of n, we got n minus 1. By n minus r factorial, subtract these two things, n minus 1 minus r plus 1 factorial. These two gets cancelled. N into n minus 1 factorial is nothing but n factorial. By remaining denominator is n minus r factorial. We know that n factorial by n minus r factorial is NPR. There is a mathematical proof of NPR is equal to n into n minus 1 pr minus 1. N into n minus 1 pr minus 1, right? Next problem. The theorem is NPR, next formula. NPR is equal to n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1. NPR, total number of ways of arranging r places with the given n things, is nothing but n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1. Let us prove mathematically first of all. Take RHS. RHS is n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1. This is a formula for this is n factorial, that is n minus 1 factorial by subtract these two things, n minus 1 minus r factorial plus r into, again formula for this is n minus 1 factorial by n minus 1 minus r plus 1 factorial. There is n minus 1 factorial by n minus r minus 1 factorial plus r into n minus 1 factorial by n minus r factorial. One gets cancelled. Okay, this is n minus r. If you subtract, this becomes n minus r minus 1 factorial. So I can write like this: take n minus 1 factorial common. Remaining is 1 by n minus r minus 1 factorial plus r by n minus 1 is taken out. N minus r factorial can be written as n minus r, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. N minus r can be written as n minus r factorial can be written as n minus r into n minus r minus 1 factorial. So if you take n minus 1 factorial by n minus r minus 1 factorial, this is 1 plus r by n minus r. This is n minus 1 factorial by n minus r minus 1 factorial into n minus r plus r by n minus r. These two gets cancelled. Look here, n into n minus 1 factorial is n factorial. N minus r into n minus r minus 1 factorial is n minus r factorial. Clearly, n factorial by n minus r factorial is npr. So npr is nothing but n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1. This is a theoretical proof for this. We have to understand this in order to do depth problems that are given in JEE Mains and Advanced. First case one is think that there are n things, n persons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, n persons are there. Consider a particular person. A particular person must be there in our arrangements. A particular person must be there in the arrangement. Case 2 is that particular person is not there in the arrangement. When you add these two things, particular person is always there, not always there. If you add there and not there totally, if he is there or not, we'll get into all permitted arrangements. So let us consider, let a particular element present always. So what we'll get is, there are n things, no? Among n things, I am going to arrange r places. R places must be arranged. So out of n things are there. So a particular thing must be arranged. Among these r places, I take a particular place, r places. Among r places, a particular thing can be arranged in r ways. Work 1 is completed. What is work 1? A particular element or particular person is taken and can be arranged in these r places. I can arrange here, or in r ways. It can be done in r ways. Work 1 is completed. This is work 1. W1 is r ways. Okay. Next, first a place is completed. Remaining how many places are there? R minus 1 places. Remaining how many things are there? N minus 1 things. So I have to complete the work. So W2 work is n minus 1 things are there. I have to arrange r minus 1 places. So is it clear? So first work is arranging a particular thing in r places in r ways. Second work is remaining r minus 1 places can be arranged with n minus 1 things in n minus 1 pr minus 1. Therefore, total work done here in case 1 is, capital W is r into n minus 1 pr minus 1. Right. Here a particular element is always present. Particular person or element is always present. You take that particular element or person, remove that particular person. Let that particular element not present in the arrangement. Always. A particular element not present in this arrangement always. I take this. We have to complete r places, isn't it? So now a particular element, this contains r places. I have n things. Now a particular thing should not come into this. So eliminate that particular element. Now it contains n minus 1 things. Since a particular thing is eliminated from the given set of n things, from the set of n things, one thing is eliminated which should not come under the arrangement. So r places should be arranged with n minus 1 things. So however you arrange, these r places will be filled without that particular element. So n minus 1 things are there, it can be taken and r places should be arranged. So r places can be arranged with n minus 1 things in n minus 1 pr1 ways. This total work is completed. Here only one work is there. That work is arranging r places with n minus 1 things where that one thing is eliminated. So this is work in case 2. What in the case 1 is, a particular thing is always there in the arrangement. What in case 2 is, a particular thing is not always there in the arrangement. Therefore, a particular thing, if you add those two things, n minus 1 pr minus n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1, this and this, case 1 and case 2, we get the total arrangement of a particular thing. This arrangement contains particular thing always, this arrangement does not contain particular thing always. Therefore, if you add these two things, it contains all the arrangements of any particular thing. So npr is nothing but arrangement of r things among n things, in which a particular thing among the n things may be there, may not be there. This is the arrangement. If you take this, can be taken as a formula where a particular thing is always there in the arrangement. You can take this as a formula where a particular thing is not there in the arrangement, right? There are 9 different books, mathematics books, which contains the best and worst in it. The number of ways of arranging 5 of them in a shelf such that the best will be there in the arrangement. The best must be there in the arrangement. So according to formula, we know that we observed the formula. So what we can write? We have to arrange 5 books. We have to arrange 5 books. It contains self-contains only. It can be arranged with only 5 books. Best book, I write in the MB within the best book. It can be arranged here, or here, or here, or here, or here. It can be done in 5 ways. So this is the work 1. This is work W1. First, my work is arranging the best book in these 5 places. It can be, my best book may be in the shelf in any one of these places, in these 5 places. Now remaining books, if you eliminate the best book, since I have taken best book here, I have 8 different books now. 8 books are remaining. So this among these 8 books, remaining 4 places can be filled in how many ways? Remaining 4 places, suppose MB is arranged here, we are left with these 4 places. We have left with the 8 different books. It can be done in 8p4 ways. This is my second work. So look here, what we observed in the example, r into n minus 1 p r minus 1. This is the formula. So n is here, r is here is 5, r is 5, n is 9, so 9 minus 1 p r minus 1 is 5 minus 1. So 5 into 8p4 is the answer. There are 9 different mathematics books which contains the best and the worst. The number of ways arranging 5 of them in a shelf such that the best will not be there in the arrangement. Before problem, the best will be always there in the arrangement. Now we are finding the best not in the arrangement. So there are 9 maths books, isn't it? 9 mathematics books are there. 9 maths. Best one is only one. Best one is only one. So minus best. Okay, so we remain with the 8 books. We have to arrange 5 in the shelf. So arrangement of 5 books in the shelf is 8p5. So the previous problem, arrangement of the best will be always there in the arrangement is 5 into 8p4. Here it is 8p5. Now if you add these two things, we'll get into 9p5. Arrangement of the books in this shelf. The best will not be always there in the arrangement. The best will be always there in the arrangement. The formula behind this is NPR. So what is the NPR? Number of ways of arranging odd things out of n things is nothing but the number of ways of arranging odd things such that a particular thing will not be always there in the arrangement, n minus 1 PR, plus particular thing always there in the arrangement, r into n minus 1 PR minus 1. So I think this is the theoretical NPR is equal to n minus 1 PR plus r into n minus 1 PR minus 1. So simple problems on NPR. NPR is equal to 1320. 1320 must contain 3 elements. NP3 means NP3 means we have to write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. So how can we write 1320 like that? So 10 is there. I can write it as 10 into 132. So is it possible of getting 11? 11 ones, 11 twos, right? So I can write it as 12 into 11 into 10. So what is the value of n? Therefore n is equal to 12. So simple method, this is LCM method. Next NP7, next second problem. NP7 is equal to 42 into NP5. NP7 is equal to 42 into NP5. Then what is the value of n? Look here. NP7 can be written as n factorial by n minus 7 factorial. Okay, is equal to 42 into NP5 is n factorial minus 5 factorial. Okay, numerator n factorial I can cancel. Just you bring n minus 5 here, you send n minus 7 here. N minus 5 factorial can be written as this is 42 into n minus 7 factorial. Which one is big one? So you must have an idea here, that is 8 factorial can as 8 into 7 factorial. The biggest value can be reduced as 8 into the least value factorial. So I can reduce n minus 5 to n minus 7, where n minus 7 cannot be reduced to n minus 5. So from here I can write n minus 5 as n minus 5 into n minus 6 factorial, or else n minus 6 into n minus 7 factorial. So n minus 5 can be written as, look here, 8 can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 fact. 8 factorial can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 factorial is equal to 42 into n minus 7 factorial. N minus 7 gets cancelled. Now what is the value of n such that it becomes 42? 7, 6. So I can write it as n is equal to 12 satisfies the equation. 12 minus 5 is 7, 12 minus 6 is 6, 7 6 are 42, n is equal to 12 satisfies the equation, therefore n is equal to 12 is the answer. Right. Next problem, based on this you have a lot of problems, we can do many of them. Here n plus 1 p5 is to n p6 is equal to 2 is to 7. N plus 1 p5 by np6 is equal to 2 is to 7, 2 by 7, to cross multiply, so that I can write it as n plus 7 into n plus 1 p5 is n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 minus 5 factorial is equal to 2 into np6 is n factorial by n minus 6 factorial. So 7 into, this can be written as 7 into n plus 1 factorial can be written as n plus 1 into n factorial, okay, by n minus 4 factorial is equal to 2 n factorial by n minus 6 factorial. N gets cancelled, n factorial gets cancelled. So you can bring n minus 6 here. So I can write here as n plus 1 into n minus 6 factorial, okay, is equal to 2 into n minus factorial can be written as n minus 4 into n minus 5 into 6 factorial. N minus 6 factorial gets cancelled. N minus 6 factorial gets cancelled. So we remain with the 7n plus 7 is equal to 2 into n square minus 9n plus 20. So this can be written as 2n square minus 9n minus 7n is minus 16n plus 13 is equal to 0. So factors, I can write factors for this. So what is the factors from this? 26, 13 2's. So we can find the value of, right, this is minus 16n, no, minus 18 minus 7, this becomes minus 18 minus 7 minus 25n, and then 40 minus 7, 40 minus 7 is 33. So this is 66, 66, so it can be written as 2n square minus 22n minus 3n plus 33 is equal to 0. So 2n into n minus 11 minus 3 into n minus 11 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 11 is the value. The other value is a fractional, so it does not exist. N must be a positive integer. Okay, n is equal to 11 is the answer. Next, similarly, fourth problem, it's in the form of npr plus r into npr minus 1. npr, or else we can write like this, n minus 1 pr plus r into n minus 1 pr minus 1 is equal to npr. So when you take n is equal to 13, n is equal to 13, r is equal to 5, it satisfies. Therefore, our value of r is 5. Value of r is 5 according to the formula. Right, next one, 18 pr minus 1 is to 17 pr minus 1 is equal to 9 is to 7. Then the value of r, I think you can evaluate. So next one is np4 is equal to 1680. So np4, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 4, 4. is equal to this can be written as 1680 8 into, you can write it as 8, 8 2s 16, 8 1s and then 0. This can be written as 8 into 7 into 7 3s 30, and then 7 into 6 5s. So 4 terms, wherein the greatest term is 8, n is equal to 8. So the value of n is 8. Okay, right. Next problems. 12PR is equal to 1320. 12PR. What is the value of R? I can write into 1320. Already we wrote it. This can be written as 10 into 11 into 12. So 12PR is nothing but 12P3. This is nothing but 12P3. 3 terms from 12. 12, 11, 10, 12P3. So R is equal to 3 is the value. So NPR is equal to NP3. Therefore R is equal to 3. Look into this problem. There is a set of NCR ratio is equal to this, then find the value of R. You can do this. Many of them ask this question. So let us solve this here. This is 56PR 56PR plus 6. 56PR plus 6 is to 54P R plus 3 is given. Then we have to find the value of R. So I can write it as 56 factorial by, first step is 56 factorial by 56 minus R minus 6. 50 minus R factorial. And then by 54 factorial. 54 factorial by 54 minus R minus 3 is 51 minus R factorial is equal to 30800 by 1. Just cross multiply, what you'll get? 56 factorial can be written as 56 into 55 into 54 factorial. Here it is. By 50 minus R factorial can be written as 50 minus R factorial. Okay. Cross multiply. This is equal to 30800 by 1 into 54 factorial by 51 minus R can be written as 51 minus R into 51 minus R minus 1 is 50 minus R factorial. Reduced. Gets cancelled. 54 factorial gets cancelled. So when you cross multiply, 51 minus R into 56 into 55 is equal to 30800. 5 11s, 5 6 are 30, 5 1s, 5 6 are 30, 0. And then you can calculate the value. 11 into 6, 66, 11 5 is 55, so 55 plus 6 is 61 into 51 minus R is equal to 6160. So this gets cancelled with the 10. So 51 minus R is equal to 10. R is equal to 41. R is how much? 41 is the answer. R is equal to 41. So it's very clear, I think. So there's the problem many of them suffer. Looks like a bigger value, but while simplifying, we'll get into very easily. A man has 4 sons. 4 sons and 5 schools within his reach. There are 5 schools. A man has 4 sons and 5 schools within his reach. In how many different ways he can admit his 4 sons in 5 schools so that no 2 of them will be in the same school? You can't bring the school and make them a child to join. You have to join a kid to the school. So my work is, there are 5 schools, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. So a student is taken, he can join in any one of these schools in 5 ways. First student joined in a school in 5 ways. He can join here or here or here or here or here. Suppose if he joined here, it can be done in 5 ways. Okay. Next, we go for next child. Taking another son, he want to join. No 2 of them must join in the same school. Since he joined here, he should not join here in the same place, next person. So he has only 4 chances. So next person can join in any one of these schools in 4 ways. since there are 4 opportunities. He can join in S2 or S3, S4, S5. Suppose he joined here, remove it. He joined in some. Next, there are two sons for the person. Any one of his son can come and join in any of these 3 schools in 3 ways. Okay. Next, last one can join in 2 ways. So, what is work 1? W1 is one of his son. A son can join in any of the 5 schools in 5 ways. Next one 4 ways. Next one 3 ways. Next one 2 ways. So 4 works. So we have to multiply. Okay. Next one is, since there are 5 schools, he want to admit his 4 sons. It can be done in 5 NPR ways. So answer is 5P4. A man has 4 sons. There are 5 schools. The number of ways that a man can admit his 4 sons in 5 schools, such that no 2 of them will be in the same school. Since different sons and schools are different, they can be done in NPR ways. That is NPR. That is 5P4. If there are 25 railway stations in a railway line, how many types of second class tickets must be printed in order to enable a passenger to travel from one place to another place? One place to another place. So look here, there are 25 railway stations in a railway line. How many types of second class tickets must be printed in order to enable a passenger to travel from one place to another? Let us number this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th railway station, so on 25th railway station. Okay, so first railway station, I enter into first railway station. So I want to travel from here to any one of the remaining 24 railway stations, isn't it? There are 24 railway stations here. I am entering in this place. No need to buy a ticket to for this place itself. So we are very clever. We have to buy a ticket to travel from first railway station to any one of the remaining 24 railway stations. So here we must have 24 railway tickets. Okay, to travel from 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 25. 24 railway tickets must be printed. Suppose if I enter here, here also 24 railway tickets must be there. If I enter here, 24 railway tickets must be printed. Suppose if I enter here, here also 24 railway. So if you consider a railway station, there we must have 24 second class tickets, and then each railway station, since they have 25 railway stations, it is 25 into 24, that is 25 P2. 2 and 4, 25 railway station. For 2 and 4 we must have 2 tickets, 25 P2. Tickets must be printed in order to enable a passenger to travel from one place to another place. There is 25 P2, nothing but 25 into 24, the best place. Suppose if you consider 25 railway stations, first railway station 24 tickets must be printed. In second railway station 24 railway tickets must be printed. Since there are 25 railway stations, 25 into 24 second class tickets must be printed in order to enable a passenger to travel from one place to another place. Okay, so this is 25 P2. So suppose if you want to answer in some other different manner, since there are 25 railway stations, in order to travel from one place to another place, we need a ticket. From that place to the same place, we need another ticket. For 2 and 4, 2 tickets are required. So 25 P2 tickets must be printed in order to enable a passenger to travel from one place to another place. That's the second method. So total answer is 25 P2. Look here, the same process. In a class there are 30 students. Number of students is equal to 30. Number of students given is equal to 30. Right. So on the New Year day, every student post a greeting card to all his or her classmates. Totally, a student will post all of his classmates. Find the total number of greeting cards posted by them. Suppose consider a student here. Among 30 students, consider a student, first student. First student can post how many tickets? Can post 29 greeting cards. Since he is very good enough, healthy, he won't post a greeting card for himself. So such type of thing will never happen. So a student will post a greeting card for the remaining 29 students. Second student, similarly, he will post for the remaining 29. So since there are 30 students, 30 into 29 greeting cards are required, are posted in between the students. So in between two students, two cards must be posted. Therefore, since there are 30 students, 30 P2 postcards are greeting cards are posted between them. This is second method. First method is first student post 29, second student 29. Since there are 30 into 29 postcards are distributed in between them. Okay, next. Find the number of ways of arranging the letters of the word triangle so that the relative positions of the vowels and consonants are not disturbed. Triangle, T-R-I-A-N-G-L-E. These are consonants, these are vowels. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vowels are there, 3 consonants are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places, 8 letters must be arranged. First place is consonants place, second place is consonant place, fifth place is consonants place, sixth place is consonants place, seventh place is consonants place. 3, 4, 8 are vowels places. 3, 4, 5 are vowels places. Consonants, T-R-N-G-L. Consonants are T-R-N-G-L. 5 consonants can be arranged in 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 in their own places in 5 factorial ways. 5 consonants in 5 factorial ways. Vowels, 3, 4, 8 only. Their places are fixed, but we can change the vowels. I-A-E, I-E-A, A-E-I, A-I-E, E-A-I, E-I-A. So it can be done. Vowels can be arranged, 3 vowels can be arranged in their own places, vowels places in 3 factorial. Here, how to write in examination means, in intermediate examination means, write it as W1, work 1, work W1. What work W1? Consonants, T-R-N-G-L, 5 consonants, T-R-N-G-L, can be arranged in consonants place, in 5 factorial ways. This is W1, work 1. We can write it as M ways. Work W2. Still my work is not completed. Since I have to arrange all the 8 letters. Since my work is not completed, only work 1 is done. Work 2 is 3 vowels. 3 vowels can be arranged. 3 vowels can be arranged in vowels place in 3 factorial ways. Therefore, this is work W2, this is N ways. So, W1 into W2 is 3 factorial into 5 factorial ways. So, according to fundamental principle, these two simultaneously work can be completed in Mn ways, that is 5 factorial into 3 factorial. This must be the method of writing the answer in the intermediate examination. First work is arrangement of consonants in consonants place. Second work is arrangement of vowels in vowels place. Totally 8 places must be filled with 8 letters. Then only our work will be completed. First 5 letters with work W1, next 3 letters with W2. So total work is multiplied according to fundamental principle.